Hi everyone, and thank you for joining again. In this video I will show you how you can make this super cool purse bag here. We make a little pull through stitch, as you can see here. We work with 2mm rope yarn and a 2.5mm hook. And as usual, please check out the video description for a detailed material overview. This is how the bag looks on the inside. So you have a phone bag and a little zipper bag. This is the back side and the front. So let's start. So I will show you the pattern on a small sample. If you like to make the same size as my bag, you will have to make 42 chain stitches. If you would like to adjust the size of the bag, please make sure to make an even number of chain stitches here. For the size of my bag, please make 42 chain stitches. As soon as you reach the needed number of chain stitches, we will go back, starting in the second chain from the hook with single crochet. So as I said, I will make a small sample here. For the size of my bag, you will make 42 chain stitches or adjust the number of chains in an even number. So we reach the end of the row. There's nothing special here. We will make a chain stitch for the turn, and row number 2 will again be single crochet. So we come to the end of the second row. Again, nothing special here. We will make a chain, turn around, and row number 3 is as well single crochet. So end of row number 3. chain 1 for the turn, and in row number 4 the pattern will start. You always start and end each row, each pattern row, with a single crochet, and then you will go down to this little stitch there where the thread forms a V, and you will poke in around this stitch. So always look out for the threads that build a V, then pull through the thread behind this stitch, pull it up to the edge and close. Then make a single crochet again, and again we look for the 2 little threads that build a V, these little threads here, poke in behind them, like this, pull the thread through, bring it up to the edge, close the stitch, then again single crochet, and again a pull through stitch. So check for the little V, this one here, poke in behind, pull the thread through, bring it up to the edge, close and single crochet. Always make sure that you pull the thread up far enough to the edge, because otherwise your crochet piece will bend, and you would have to frock everything again, because if it bends we can't use it for the back. So the last pull through stitch of each row might be a little tricky. Close and end the row with a single crochet. This is how your crochet piece should look like now. As you saw, I made a chain for the turn, and the next 3 rows will now again be single crochet with a chain at the end of each row. So now we are on a pattern row again. We start with a single crochet, then we look where the little V is again. It's on top of the last pull through stitch, and we poke in behind this little V, pull through, bring the thread up to the edge, close, and single crochet. And again, this is the little V that we need, this one here. It's on top of the last pull through stitch. We poke in behind, pull the thread through, bring it up to the edge, close, and single crochet. And again, there's the little V. Poke around it like this, pull the thread through, bring it up to the edge, close, and single crochet. If you would like to make the same size as my bag, you will stop after 16 of these pull through rows. Afterwards, you finish this part with 2 rows single crochet. So afterwards, your crochet piece should look like this, and we will now work on the inside of the bag, where you have these bumpy rows here. 7 rows will build one side. In some you have 16. 7 of them will build one side. The next 2 will be the back of the bag, and the next 7 again will be the other side. Now you cut some pieces of plastic canvas like this. Make sure that there's a small edge on each side, a very thin part for the middle, and the next part for the other side. And as you can see, we leave some space so that we have so that the bag can move on this in the spaces. Then you need some fabric. That you will have to cut accordingly for the sides. This edge, I normally use an iron to bend it around so that I have a nice upper edge for the mobile phone bag. And then you just sew everything on, the plastic canvas, the fabric, and then we will go on with the inside of the bag. So this is the mobile phone case. I made 42 chain stitches, 1 row single crochet, and then 17 rows half double crochet. So I won't show that in detail because I think you will be able to do that on your own. If you're not sure about the stitches, please check out my crochet stitch library. This is the zipper bag. Again, 42 chain stitches, 1 row single crochet, then 11 rows half double crochet, then the zipper part and the rest. And this one I will show you in the next step. So when you sew on the plastic canvas, the fabric, you will just sew on these parts as well, and we will fix the D-rings for the back with this little single crochet piece here. You start this piece with 4 chain stitches. The last one is for the turn, so each row has 15 single crochet, 3 single crochet, and you make 15 rows. And you will sew it on like this. So at the moment it looks a little chaotic, but this is how it will work. So afterwards, when you fixed everything, you will bend around these little flaps on the side, put the D-rings around, and sew them on. So as I said, let's have a more detailed look at the zipper part. 42 chain stitches, 1 row single crochet, and 11 rows half double crochet. At each turn you make 2 chain stitches for the half double crochet rows, and for the part where we add the zipper, I just made 3 chains and will now make 4 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and another one. We will make the same number of double crochets on the other side and skip the rest of the stitches by making an according number of chain stitches. For my bag here, it's 33 chains that we will have to make. So if you adjust the size, I would also recommend to make 4 double crochet and then just count the stitches that you have to skip and make an according number of chains. So for my bag, 4 double crochet, 33 chains, 4 double crochet, So let's count again. And now the next stitch is a double crochet, 4 double crochet in the last 4 stitches of the row. In this way you will get this little zipper hole here, and then you just sew on the zipper from behind. And number 4, and then chain 2 again, this is the zipper hole. Now chain 2 again, turn around, and now you will add 2 rows half double crochet. For the chains, it's important that you poke through them and not around them, like shown here. And in total you make 2 rows half double crochet. Now, after fixing the zipper, sewing on the plastic canvas, the fabric and the different parts, this is how your bag will look like, with a nice little lining on the inside. So as I said, I used an iron to bend around the edge of the fabric. This is my new label plate. Isn't it nice? I just had to show it. But let's go on. For the next part, you will place your phone in the back so that we don't make the closing too tight. Then you place the closer where you would like to have it, in the middle of the back, and measure how long the chain has to be. We will sew it on the lower part of the back, that is on the back side now, and it has to reach around the upper side and reach the closer. Then we will crochet around this little chain. Please leave a long end because you will use this to sew the closer on. Then make a slip knot. Place it on your hook, and now we will take the chain and make single crochet around each chain piece, chain part. How do you call these single pieces of the chain? I don't know. And you will have to work very loose so that it doesn't bend to one side. As you see, always poke in the next part of the chain, pull the thread through and close my single crochet and work very loose. Always make sure that the chain doesn't twist, it doesn't bend to one direction. And you go on like this until you reach the last chain piece. So, if you reach the last piece of the chain, you will take one part of the closer. So you have to do it for both parts. My left part is already finished. And now I make the right part. And we will fix it with single crochet. Therefore, you hold it like this and pull the thread through its middle. So let's look again. Hold it like this. Pull the thread through its middle. And first of all, make a chain like this. Now it's a little fixed and easier to handle. And I made 3 single crochet now. So poke in through the chain. Pull the thread through. Bring it up and close the stitch by pulling the thread through the middle of the closer. And again, poke through the chain, pull the thread through, close the stitch by pulling the thread through the middle of the closer. This was number 2. Last time, pull through the chain, bring it up, pull the thread through the middle of the closer, close the stitch. Now, we made 3 single crochet there. Now again, poke through the chain, pull the thread through and close the stitch outside the closer. So this is how it should look like now. And we are outside the closer and can just go back the whole chain with single crochet again. And again, make sure that you work very loose so it doesn't bend to one side. So, last stitch. Now leave a long piece of the thread, then just cut it, and you can use the two threads now to sew it on the back. Like this. And afterwards, your bag is finished. So I hope you liked the tutorial. If so, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.